All right, with Coach Chapman of the Shady Spring Tigers. Big week this week, Cole. You guys at the state tournament, and we talked about it all year, but your defense is number one reason. And I know you and your brother both said you knew you had to play defense when you came here. When do you remember defense having to be the key thing was going to get you on the court?
Ever since I was little, playing with my dad, just talk about like defense. Well, I mean, you know the saying, defense wins championships, and that's just all throughout middle school and then high school. Coach Olson, he's like, if you want to play, you gotta play defense, and then we have really embraced that.
So you kind of fell under the defensive spell earlier. Your dad was preaching before you even came up through the program.
Yeah, my dad, he kind of taught me everything about basketball, and defense was the main part.
You guys have been, you've shut teams down. Some teams have had a little bit of success. What part of your defense how much credit, I guess, do you give the defense for when being the defending state champions and going back down there?
Defense is, it's going to be a lot. It's caused a lot of success for us. Without our defense, I'm not sure we win some of the games that we've won. I know that we've given up some points to some teams, but it's just, we kind of just got lazy during those games. But going in the state tournament, we know defense is what's going to make us win it all.
Is there a goal you guys set for points you don't want? Is there a goal you don't want to allow a team to get past a point total?
Like as a team, we don't really have a goal, but like myself, whenever we go against a team, I usually think below 60 points, and I will usually consider that a good defensive game.
So most of the games you guys have had have been pretty good defensive games.
I mean, last year I think we only gave up 2 games at over 60 points. This year we've probably given up around 4, but we usually held teams lower than 60 points.
Is the defense right now where you're at ahead? You guys have been in the system, obviously. Most of you guys have, and you'll be in it again next year. Is the defensive that you guys are playing now better than last year?
I'd say it's about the same. I think we're a little bigger, a little longer this year, but I mean, Todd was a good defensive player last year. He got a lot of steals for us, but this year's still pretty good.
When you guys go against teams, and we talked about this before, but can you feel? Is there a point when you feel they're getting frustrated?
Oh yeah, you can tell they start just chucking up shots as soon as like a couple passes. They don't really start moving the ball. They kind of just start shooting contested, start being selfish, and that's when you usually know like they're done.
I think I've heard this North Marion team compares because they play 4-out type of defense, mainly guards, I guess, on the perimeter. Do you see them being like a Greenbrier East type team in the offense that they run?
Yeah, they got that big dude, number 14, who's in the middle. That's pretty good, and they kind of just work around him. They got a couple guards that can shoot. But yeah, they know how to pass. They're a good passing team. They drive and kick. They're kind of like the East team. I think we'll be ready for them though.
Best defensive player on this team is?
I'm gonna say me, Cole Chapman.
You've got 2 votes so far, so that's not bad. Do you feel like this team would just continue to get better defensively as you move on? I think obviously you get these 3 games are the biggest you'll play this year, but you guys are all back again too.
Yeah,
this team can continue to do things that no team Shady has done.
I think most definitely. I think because we've all been here a couple years, we'll be here next year, and we're kind of all just. I mean, we know it now, but we'll really know it by the time next year comes, and we'll just be the best at like every aspect of the game.
Was it a process of putting it in? I think Bob Huggins talked about it. For West Virginia, took 2 or 3 years to get people, really learning how to play that type of defense. Was it the same thing for the defense you guys play?
Kinda not. Like whenever like he put it in, we kind of knew the rotations, but there's a couple things we need to fix. But other than that, like we kind of knew it and what to do.
You guys kind of move as one, do you think now?
Yeah,
you don't have to really think out there.
Yeah, we kind of just go. We move off one another. We know where each person's going to go. We know like where if one person's here, we know where they're going to go, and we kind of just rotate.
Have you had a lot of comments from people? I mean, not just this community, but when you go places about the kind of defense you play.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we go, like, I'm sure the first thing they talk about is that defense. That when they play us, they talk about that defense. They can really play defense, and so they probably focus more on offense whenever they're game planning us.
You know, everybody likes to score, and you know your brother just scored 1,000. You're closing in like that number yourself. Not that you guys don't like to score, you just like playing defense better. Is that for show or is that real?
I mean, I feel like it's real. For me personally, I hate when someone scores on me. I kind of like take it personal. Like when they score on me, I'm like, I just like get a bad feeling, and I take it to heart, playing defense, and I just really hate it, and so I take that personally.
All right, hey Cole, I appreciate it, and good luck at Charleston. We'll see you down there.
Thank you.